Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of this series. In this video, I will be showing you how to add details over our ethnic designs. You can see part 1 of this video where I have shown how to draw the face and how to do the skin and hair rendering. I have provided the link in the description box below. Also, the complete list of the materials I have used in this illustration, I will be mentioning everything in the description box below. You can see that I am doing my base color first using watercolor medium. I feel watercolor is a very good medium to do your base, as you can do a even layout on the surface using your brush. Also, you can have a solid color for the base, and you can also add many other detailing over watercolor. So yes, it's a very good medium. Otherwise, to do your base, you can also use pencil mediums or markers, but pencil mediums will be little slow and markers may not be available in every color shade. So that's why watercolor will be the best to do your base color first. You can follow the movement of my brush strokes here. I am using downward strokes, and always see the grain line of your garment and the direction of the flow, and move your brush strokes in that direction only to give an even layout of the color on your garment. To add the folds and the shadows over your base color, the thing you can do is mix a little black with your base color. That is, I have used the shade carmine here, so I will be mixing little black with carmine and spreading it over to give those folds on my garment. To show the detailing of the surface ornamentation on this design, I will be choosing paisley pattern, and you can see that I am drawing my pattern first with a pencil. While drawing any embroidery pattern or any other surface ornamentation motifs over your ethnic designs, always take care of those folds and try to maintain those folds in your garment, and also draw your motifs in such a way that this doesn't look very flat and the folds are also very highlighted. So you will see that at the end I will be highlighting those folds and everything will come together very well. Choosing the correct medium to draw is very important. Most of the time people don't give much importance to the pencil they are choosing, and I have seen people who draw first and then they erase the design completely. This will just damage your paper or will not leave a good base to start your coloring. So always choose a very good pencil which is lighter in shade and which will give you a precise marking for your design, and that's why mechanical pencils are very good. So always go for 0.7 mm or go for 0.5 mm. So any mechanical pencil is good, so you can see and you will notice the difference in your drawing. Now to draw the base for your motif, you can either choose watercolor or Staedtler pencils are good too. Just you need to use some water and your brush to give the similar effect. So the choice is yours. You can either use watercolor or the watercolor pencils as well. There are in fact numerous techniques to show the embroidery patterns and the surface ornamentation designs, because ethnic wear is so vast and so colorful and there are lots of things to try out. So I will be showing some more videos in the coming days. So guys, I hope you have subscribed to my channel and you can also press the bell icon to get the notifications. Also, you can write it down in the comments below if you have any other recommendations for me, or you can connect me over my Instagram. The Instagram handle is given right in front of you. To show this beautiful light-weighted chiffon dupatta, I will be using watercolor only, but the difference is that I have diluted the color very well with water and I am spreading the color evenly with a soft brush to give the beautiful light look of the dupatta. The Camlin brush pens are another very good medium to fill in the solid colors, and I'm using one shade from it which is in yellow ochre to give those golden look in my design. To show the detailings over my motifs, I am using these gel pens from Flair. You can use any whichever is available to you. Now these gel pens don't work very well over pencil or wax based mediums. They work very good over watercolor or poster color or water brush mediums. So guys, if you have done the illustration with Staedtler or any other wax based medium, these pens won't work very good over those mediums. So if you are thinking to purchase this pen, do take care of this point. Try to use similar colors or similar techniques for each of your motif, as this should look same because they are the same motifs on the same garment. So that's why you can see that I am going part by part with each color pen. White gel pen is a very good medium to show those shiny part in your motifs, and also you can use it to highlight your motifs very well. An effective trick you can do to smooth the texture of your fabric is using a pencil over your watercolor base, and you will see your fabric texture will be very smooth. So it's time to add the folds in your garment. Now always use a very sharp pencil to add your folds, otherwise it can just smudge and won't give you those sharp folds look. And you can see that I am using a combination of gray and black to give those shadows, because I feel adding only black will be too harsh, and that's why I'm toning it down by using the gray shade. To show the folds in the dupatta as well, I am using a very sharp pencil to mark some lines to give the look of the folds in the dupatta. To show the folds more effectively, you can use a white pencil or soft pastel as well to highlight, especially at the center of the folds. This is not a mandatory step, but very effective if you want to show some shine over your motifs. You can use white paint like acrylic or poster color to show the glittery effect on your motifs and the designs over your ethnic wear. I am drawing these stars like patterns to show the shine of the glittery effect from my motifs. Another interesting technique I want to share with you guys is that using a different pencil color, I mean pencil color in orange shade, can be used over your base color to bring that orangish golden shine on your fabric. I hope you are able to understand what I'm trying to say. As you can see a slight difference over the look of my fabric here. So guys, suppose the motifs you have used over your designs are made from sequins or large crystals, you can show this technique of adding extreme glittery effect. Otherwise, if your motifs are made just from thread work, you don't need to add so much of shine. Now this depends on you how you want to manipulate your effects. So this is the end of the video. I hope everything was very useful and you can use my techniques in your designs as well. So I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.